Paltrocast.
Natalia, how is your day going aside from having to talk to me and other media people?
Day is going great. I have wrestling class later tonight. So I have a lot going on, and yeah, I'm in a good mood.
Do I have to call you Queen Bee? What's the correct way to call you?
The crush.
Well, thank you for taking the time again. And you have a lot of things going on. You have success as a wrestler, as a model. You're in this movie Kill City Cup. Let's talk about that first. What was it like being part of Kill City Cup?
That was actually a really fun experience. Basically, they reached out to me and told me, "Do you want to be a part of a mix of wrestling and a video game?" And I was like, "Yes, I definitely want to, because I love wrestling and I love video games." So that was like a no-brainer for me.
Yeah, you find that most wrestlers seem to be big fans of video games. They may not admit it at first. Have you been playing video games your whole life?
Oh yeah, since I was a little baby, playing my games forever. I had all consoles, starting PS1 to through PS5, all Xboxes, Nintendos. Super Nintendo was actually probably my first one. I kind of remember having.
Wow. So Kill City Cup definitely has a lot of Mortal Kombat influence to that. But you mentioned Super Nintendo, which is not violent. It was more Mario and fun stuff. Did you have a favorite game growing up?
Well, Killer Instinct was a fighting game on Super Nintendo. That's the one I grew up on. I actually played that one more than Mortal Kombat, and that probably inspired my personality to be lighting all this fighting stuff and acting, and it's not violent. It's not as violent as Mortal Kombat, though. Mortal Kombat has a lot of blood. That one was more probably like kids friendly, I'd say, but it was still a fighting game, and it's actually my favorite fighting game.
Wow. Okay. You've got great taste. I said that, not you. So, with your career, you have been on a lot of different televised wrestling programs over the past few years, but you got your start over 15 years ago. Now, when you started as a wrestler, did you also want to act and model?
Oh yeah, always. Yeah. If you ask me what is my favorite thing in life, it's wrestling. But the good part that it always comes along with the acting, with modeling, also working out, all things I love, and I'm happy that I can combine all in one and do all at once. I do a little acting too nowadays. I actually had offers from movie and a
Mhm.
TV show, so I'm actually excited about that. Maybe we will hear about it later this year.
Oh,
And yeah, I like combining all careers like that.
it has to be very difficult to be interested and able to compete in fitness while traveling so much. How long did it take you to learn how to go, okay, I'm in this city, I'm going to find the gym, this is where I eat, etc., the wrestler routine? How long did it take you to figure that out?
I'm actually not that crazy about it. I don't do everything. I go with the flow. So let's say when I'm back to Florida, I work out, I do everything perfect. But when I'm on the road, I don't have to go to the gym day before the show, or not day off the show. I don't have to. I'm good. I'm not trying. It's hard for people who need to keep big muscles and be like in crazy shape. Luckily, I like the look of more just fitness, healthy looking. So I work out when I'm home. When I'm on the road, I barely do unless I'm on the road for weeks. Then yeah, of course, I find a way to make it work. But when I leave, let's say Friday for Sunday, I just don't work out Friday to Sunday because I still do stuff in the ring. I go for walks, which is also it's cardio. But working out 5 times a week when I'm here is enough for me.
So it sounds like you have it all figured out at this point in your life.
Yes, not all of it, but I manage. I just like that my life is so busy and so crazy that I don't have time to think about what can possibly go wrong. I just do everything I can. I grab any opportunity I have. And yeah, my life is pretty busy, and I have wrestling school too that I do during the week. And it's just, yeah, a lot of things going on, and I kind of manage.
So you kind of have 5 jobs at this point in time.
Basically, yes, but the good thing, you know how they say If you love your job, it's not really a job. So I basically have no jobs because I just have fun doing what I do.
And then what's going on with the NWA in the moment? I say that because it can be so hard to keep up with wrestling. Back in 15 years ago, there was one company, and that was kind of everything. And then now there's wrestling on TV 5 to 6 times a week, plus regional stuff. So for somebody who's not watching NWA all the time, what's going on? What's the next event? That kind of stuff.
NWA is on CW app right now, so you can download it for free. Go check it out. You can watch NWA there, older NWA shows too, and they update it every week with newer stuff. The next big event that's coming, okay, let's say next event, not the biggest one, it's NWA Chicago, which is March 8th. So if you're in that area, go check that show out. It's the first NWA Chicago show. But the actual big NWA is Dothan, Alabama, March 2nd. That's gonna be a big show. We already have a lot of ticket sales for that one, and I will have probably a really, really big match out there. So if you want to see me wrestling live and you live in Alabama, go to Dothan and check that show out.
And then Chicago's kind of a hometown show, right? Because the boss lives in Chicago.
I don't. Yeah, but I think that one is more like this territorial thing because NWA are back to do territories. So NWA Chicago is one of those, and that's a first debut show for that territory. So I think that's going to be awesome because Chicago has a lot of great wrestlers there, and it's a big wrestling spot. So I think it was smart to make a territory out there. And yeah, I mean, yeah, he lives there too. That's the thing.
Were you one of the NWA talents that got to tour with Smashing Pumpkins over the past year or two? Where you were coming out stage and doing the Diamond Cutter spot?
Yeah, that's me. Basically, me and Brian Idol, my tag partner, we are an official video, Smashing Pumpkins Beguiled. You can watch on YouTube, go check it out. So now every time they play Beguiled during the concert, we walk out, do a little thing, and then it ends up with me hitting Brian with a cutter, which is a really fun experience. We've been all over everywhere, Madison Square Garden, sold out, Hollywood Bowl, all over the United States. Then we went on tour in Australia for 2 weeks. We did 10 shows in 2 weeks, Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide, Brisbane, everywhere, all over Australia. That was so fun. And we were doing NWA there too, and being on stage with the band. And honestly, for Smashing Pumpkins fans, there's a big tour coming up this summer. Please check that one out. It will be stadium tour, bigger one. Green Day will be the headliner, so something to check out, and I'll probably be there too. So you can see me live as well.
Yeah, that was my next question. So it's Green Day, Smashing Pumpkins, Rancid, and I think the Linda Lindas is the fourth band. It's another great band that I have to look up. But we might be seeing you now perform a wrestling move or two in a stadium on this upcoming.
Oh yeah, yeah. The biggest thing I had in life on this was Barclays. Okay, I'm not counting. I'm saying for music thing. Yeah. It was ASAP Rocky concerts in Barclays, and we were doing wrestling. Actually, it was an actual ring set up in there, and we were wrestling during the concert. It was so fun. It was huge. But yeah, these ones stadium tour, it will be way bigger than that, and I'm actually excited. I can't wait to do that one. It's gonna be awesome. If you guys listen to Smashing Pumpkins, and if you don't, go check them out. They're awesome.
Sure. Well, I have one question about the Barclays Center, and this is not meant to be a rude question. This is actually me being interested. So when people move from Russia to the United States, they usually live in Brooklyn, or a lot of the time the Russian population goes to Brooklyn. So it's almost like a hometown show if you play at the Barclays Center. Did it feel like that for you at all in Brooklyn? And it's okay if the answer is no.
Honestly, my hometown is Clearwater Beach, Florida.
Oh, okay. Clearwater is
Florida, and I feel United States feels like home to me. I love being here. So Russian population doesn't really define where my home is, even though I am cosmopolitan. Yes. All countries are just as good. I don't pick and choose, but Barclays, I mean, I don't think there were Russian people there, I gotta be honest, maybe a couple. It was a A$AP Rocky concert, and he's popular worldwide, but I think mostly here. So that just felt like another fun, great show with a lot of people. It was crazy, and it was like so fun because he's actually a big wrestling fan. He had the Stunner and Brian, so that was cool. That was really, really, really great experience. And it's a kind of special because Barclays is they have nobody wrestles there aside from WWE people, so it was cool to have. Actually, I've been wrestling there. That's a good thing, a check in life.
And you mentioned Clearwater, which is a city that I love. Beautiful city, great beach, great restaurant, lots of wrestlers in Clearwater besides you and Hogan and Bushwhacker Luke and all that kind of stuff. Did you come to Clearwater because it was a wrestling haven, or did you move there and then realize all the wrestlers live there?
Yeah, I think it's the second. I'm like in Largo, Clearwater, like I'm everywhere in Florida here. And yeah, there's a lot of wrestling here. But it's just a coincidence. I guess it's just the wrestlers love this lifestyle, like 24/7 vacation, basically. Like, why would you want to live anywhere else if you have water right here? Beautiful beaches, palm trees. That's a dream life. And I don't really wrestle in Florida all that much anymore. I mostly travel everywhere. I have, like I said, wrestling school. It's Fight the World Wrestling. It's in Florida, and we run our own shows. That's probably the only chance to see me wrestling in Florida is on those shows. Otherwise, I'm all over the place.
Great. Well, my last question for you before I let you go is, when you can control the music that you're listening to while working out, besides the Smashing Pumpkins, what do you listen to? Because you have the choice and you want to keep your BPM up and you want to stay motivated.
I love 80s rock. That's my favorite style of music. Alice Cooper is one of my favorites. I like U2, I like AC/DC, all those older bands, the Motorhead. Hard to remember all of them at once, but that's the style that I like. I'm old school in general. In regards of everything. So yeah, music, if you get to choose one, that would be the style.
Van Halen, is that one of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we know that you have great taste in fashion, in wrestling, in video games, in music, and we shouldn't be surprised at any success you have in the future.
Thank you so much.
Paltrocast.